right by now. And we are live. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Sorry we're late. Yeah, we're still waiting on Avery. We don't know where he's at right this second. He might be AWOL. I'm not too sure. I text him. Eli text him. But anyway, we are here. We are ready. We are waiting. Obviously, we got my man Eli Block Colby in the house again. It's always an honor to have Eli here, and yeah, big honor. And Daniel Shoemaker again, of course. You guys know his podcast is coming up, and this will be the first time I get to interview a friend of mine, which it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure what to expect from it.
It's either going to be it's either going to be a good time or it's going to be a nightmare. It's
nah,
it's every other thing in my life. It's fine.
It's going to be good. It is, and then of course, it's yeah. So man, so what's going on, fellas? How you guys' day been?
One thing after another.
It's good. Now I'm looking at this freaking schedule, and yeah, no, you're all right. It's only 5.
Yeah, it's only 5. So
5 rounds this year.
Yeah, only 5 rounds this year. It looks like the comment was because Summit Point's not on there anymore because Summit Point's the rental cost went up like 70% in the last couple of years. So it's like Sean's like, nah, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
so,
I feel
which
that.
is understandable.
Right.
Well, don't blame him on that.
No.
But yeah, no, that'll be fun. We'll talk about that. My ideas for that later in the week. So yeah, no,
yeah. Oh man, whoa. Sorry, I had to turn my phone down. Jeez, man. Jeez. Messing up all the way around. Yeah, man.
Anyway.
Go ahead, Eli.
Oh, no. I was just scratching my head. I'm just looking at this thing. It's, yeah, no, it looks good. I mean, I don't think the schedule is, like, time-wise is any different than the years before, like, date-wise, other than the Summit Point round, obviously. But it's cool that they're going back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
A few races, other than Motoamerica, everyone else is going back to Pittsburgh again. So, and especially Arma. Arma's going there this year for the first time too.
I think the Motoamerica Pittsburgh issue is camping availability or something along the lines with that. Same way, well, everybody was saying, VIR, this, that, and the other thing, but VIR doesn't want motorcycles there ever again. So that's why VIR isn't there anymore. But
I miss that place.
Yeah,
too, man.
I've been to VR. I went to VR once back in like 2009, 10, something like that, for working a Motoamerica race. But VIR just didn't want motorcycles there anymore. And then Pittsburgh, it's a camping issue. Like they couldn't reserve enough camping areas or something like that. I don't know what it was.
And the property got destroyed last year as well from it.
Yeah.
Because I have videos of it, but it rained. So I was there the week before doing the N2 endurance, and then it rained the whole entire week. So all the big rigs that were left there got stuck in the freaking fields. So they had to tow out the Titler's rig. They had to tow out a whole bunch of rigs. That whole white Titler's rig was brown by the end of it. It was great.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
But yeah, Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm not really mad that we're not going back to Pittsburgh. I like the track, but I've never done good there. I've
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was about to say, yeah. I've actually, luckily, I was able to race the 2021 Virginia round, and that's one of my favorite tracks I've ever been to in my life.
It's fast. I know that. I was corner working. Let's see which corners I worked. Hang on. 3 and 4, the 2 lefts after the front straight, and you come back around.
Yep.
I worked that section. I worked when you come up the hill, and as you drop down the right and you go up. I worked that corner, and then I worked on the backside for the roller coaster.
Yep.
Man, the sketchiest thing I've ever experienced was at that corner at the top of the hill.
It comes over and you're coming, and the transition actually throws your rear tire in the air.
Yeah.
So even on the 400s, we were coming in on our front tire.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one it's me and my brother. We're working up the hill because we're running. And we're sitting there. It's practice, like stock 1,000 practice or something like that. So it's big bikes. All of a sudden, me and my brother are just kind of sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear ting, 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 whack. I'm like, what what just happened? We reach in, we pull a sprocket halfway out of a tire wall.
Oh shit!
So this sprocket got loose somehow and took off like a ninja star, and like went halfway through one of those Goodyear NASCAR slicks. I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm out. We're done. No, I don't like this corner anymore." So it was weird. I don't know how it happened. Just wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never had no sprocket come barreling past me, right? But Michael Carrera, dude, what is up, man? He says, "What's up, fellas?"
Michael, what's up, homie?
Bro, listen, dude. I talked to Avery this morning, and he changed the time from 1 to 4, and then I said, "Let's do 5." He said, "Okay," and yeah, dude, Avery, Mike, that's what I'm telling you, man. Like I text him, right, and said, "Hey, I'm in the studio," after I talked to him this morning, and yeah, I hadn't heard back from him, man. So
whatever.
It's unreal activity.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? Avery.
Whatever.
Yeah. Avery's awesome, man. He took my son for a ride on his little bike in the pits, dude. It was awesome. Rossi loved it. He still talks about it. He told me today, he's like, "Aren't you having Avery on?" I said, "Yeah." He was all excited. He's like, "Yes."
That's awesome.
It's good stuff. Yeah, Avery's awesome. He asked me to ask him if he'd take him for another ride on his bike in Atlanta and Jersey, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure he will for sure." Yeah.
I don't think that would be a problem.
No. No. But yeah, dude. So this is where Avery's at. He's missing in action, maybe abducted by aliens. I don't know, right? So,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. Shows up.
Yeah, hopefully he'll jump in. If not, we'll just reschedule it. But
and if he doesn't show up, we're going to come up with all sorts of bad stories on why he didn't show up.
Yeah, I think he might be stuck in turn 12 at Jersey still.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Oh, that's awesome. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, but listen,
man, that was the weirdest thing I've ever done. Like I didn't don't get me wrong, that corner, I don't know what was up with that corner in the rain. It was just like if you had any bar pressure, the front end would completely fold on you. And everyone, it was funny, after qualifying in that first qualifying when I topped it, everyone's coming up to me like, "Dude, what are you doing? Like, is there anything special you're doing out there?" I was like, "I'm riding it like motocross." I'm riding it like I'm on a supermoto out here, and it's just I'm pretty much just not trying to carry any lean angle. This track is a very Jersey don't carry much lean angle in general, but especially in the rain, that track before that weekend I'd never ridden that track in the rain. I only rode it in 2020 when we had the streams coming across the track.
Yeah.
So, that was weird. And I was the only person that everyone was weirded out because my trap speed was 4 miles per hour faster than everyone else. What are you doing? I was like, I just hold it wide open out of the last corner because that's what we do in the dry. I was like, yeah, why not? And then I had that happen to me in qualifying where my front end completely folded and I saved it. I was like, that's a little sketchy. And then Avery was right behind me. I in the if you look back at the replay, I was looking back coming out of that corner. And I didn't actually see him crash. I just saw him entering the corner. And then obviously, if you look back at the replay, it looks like I'm looking straight at him, eye to eye, as he's fully tucked on his ground. I was like, that was a interesting situation. But luckily, dude, big props to Aaron because that bike was destroyed. That thing was back and running the next day.
Dude,
wild.
Yeah. That's crazy. And Jillian Carrera, what is up, my man? Yes, Avery is supposed to be on here. I talked to him earlier this morning, and we were supposed to do 1. We changed it to 5. And
he's late
I texted
again.
him. Yeah, and he's late. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's at. Maybe I assume an alien abducted him. I'm not too sure, but we'll see.
Juju, hop in here.
Yeah, Juju, hop on in if you want to. I'll send you the link. Hang on.
Then we could talk about how he crashed on the first lap under the bridge last week.
Oh, no.
Who crashed under the bridge?
Julian.
Did he really?
Yeah, he goes out there first session. All you hear is, "Rob." Where's Julian?
He said, "Oh, you heard Rob."
Right? What are we doing? Actually, I got to do something that would be along the lines of SFL. I got to go do, it was Bluegrass Mini Moto at a go-kart track up in Louisville last weekend, or 2 weeks ago. It was awesome. I didn't expect to have as much fun as I did.
All right, Julian, I just sent you the link on your Facebook Messenger. Sorry, Daniel, I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're all right. It's all good. But no, the mini moto stuff was awesome. Oh, I'd never done it. I couldn't get comfortable with the tires, so I couldn't really get them off the bike as well as I thought I should. But I mean, holding a CRF 50 wide open for, in second for most of a lap, and then you're diving on the brakes. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. This is how this is supposed to work now. And it was a good time. I had Chris Durbin. He was up there riding with us too, and I mean, it's Chris. Chris rips. So it was a good time. It was a real good time. I'm definitely gonna do it again. I gotta find me a 50 now.
I've done I think it was one SFL round in 2020, and other than getting donkey kicked, that was fun. But me and Julian, it was actually a rain race down there. It was so much fun. Like the XR100 races, stock 125 races are by far the best races. If you can get a whole bunch of Motoamerica kids get into a stock 100 race, it's the most fun you'll ever. It's like you start just pushing kids. You'll throw elbows. You'll start hitting them down the straightaway because you have time.
There he is. What's up,
Juju? What up, Avery? Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Dude, I texted him. I don't know where he's at. I talked to him this morning. Like I said, I don't know.
What a guy. He pulled the same thing that he did with the SFL podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know.
no.
Yeah. He's 0 for 2 right now. Yeah. It's all good.
Oh, well.
Hi, Juju.
Hello, Eli.
So you want to talk about the bridge?
So, yeah, what's up with this bridge crash first session? What's going on?
Oh! Yeah, not good times. It was first session, and it was Eli, what? It was 50s outside? 50s? Low 50s?
I'll give you a mid 50.
All right. It was mid 50s out.
Here we go. Aaron said he's at the gym.
Interesting.
Nice.
Oh, so he's still climbing?
Oh yeah, he did say he was rock climbing today.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I talked to him this morning I sent him the link at 8 something this morning, and he said, "Can we change it from 1 to 4?" I said, "Yeah." Can we do 5? Would be better. He said, "Yeah," but I'm sure he'll come in later, or I'll text him and we'll get him on. We'll just have to give him a hard time.
Yeah, very, very hard time. That's messed
up.
No
worries.
You can't leave the show. You can't leave the show hanging.
Nah, it's all good, man.
But,
we still love him.
Back to this crash. I didn't really want to talk about it. I didn't think Eli would bring it up, but
he dumbed you out before we started, dude.
Nothing is safe.
It's messed up. But
I mentioned the Avery Dreher last turn crash at Jersey too. Don't worry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. No, so it was really cold outside, and Bushnell maybe has 3 rights, and there's a big gap from the first right to the right that I crashed in, and I went in the corner, and you have to go underneath the bridge. It's a left-hander, and then you flick it back right to come out of the bridge. And I went left, and when I flicked it back right, I had no temperature in my front tire. I just went here, just gone. It was first session. I got made fun of.
Did the bike get wadded up, or did you slide?
Oh no, I just slid. I got lucky.
Okay.
I didn't catch it or nothing. The reason that my dad got mad was because I had just put on new graphics and plastics on the bike. So I had just put them on the day before, and I went the whole day without crashing. And then the second day, Eli showed up, and I just took the fun.
That's why.
To be honest,
paint the bike and you put new graphics on it, just walk over and kick it over as soon as you do it. That way it gets it out of the way.
I mean, to be honest, I couldn't ride that day because I crashed the day before. So.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
But it wasn't road racing, though. It wasn't road racing, so it was flat track. I get a pass on that one. Man, I was hoping we could make fun of Avery.
We still can. He's just not here to do it to his face. We're still going to make fun of him.
Yeah, but it's different.
It's just maybe.
Yeah. So how's your day been, Julian? Sorry.
Good. Eli. I've done a bunch of school today. Actually, today I dedicate Tuesdays for school, so I've just been doing a bunch of school all day and kind of been designing a couple things for next year as well. I have
Cool.
a couple things in the works. So I just got the new design for the race suit next year, which I'm pretty excited about. And I have a couple open spots for some sponsors on there too. So in case anyone's listening, but I have some
beat me to that.
big spots on the suit, and I think it looks pretty cool this year. DRC knocked out the park once again.
Dude,
so I'm really excited.
Jay's awesome, dude. I can't wait to have him on the podcast.
Yeah,
Had a
Jay's
video chat with him. He's
cool
coming
guy.
on. Yeah, dude, he's cool. Yeah. So, dude, so talk a little bit more about your sponsorship, like what you have available. If somebody reaches out to you, and like, what's the minimum? Or any of that, right?
I still don't have my full helmet, design fully done yet. I'm still working with Dave Designs on it now, but obviously I have spaces on the helmet. You can either go on the chin or, I know some of the big sponsors go back here, like kind of on the back of the helmet or just on the side. So I have those spaces open, have chest and back on my race suit open. And was it you that started the Juju 40 Club? Was it me and you that was talking about it, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm actually starting that soon. I'm starting the Juju 40 Club soon. It's a brilliant idea. I mean,
yeah, dude. Cool. Hey, listen. I need another hat, Juju, for real.
Oh, that you just went into my next point. I'm making more. I'm making new hats. I have new hoodies coming, t-shirts, stuff like that I'll be selling on the website. So I'm really excited for that. I think I might just keep the Juju 40 Club, strictly to the Juju Racing website. You have the fundraiser, the blogs, and stuff like that on the website. So I might as well just add in the Juju 40 Club, and they come and just do a bunch of giveaways on there. That's pretty much what that website's going to be for. I have so many like leathers and helmets and stuff that I have just stashed in my closet that I can do giveaways with. So really, I can't really do anything with it here in the closet, anyways. I'm a grown.
I need one to hang up on my wall, man.
Yeah, I'm a grown teenager, so but I get new stuff, and it's like after 3 months, it doesn't fit anymore. So, and I think it's good to do giveaways and stuff. So, like you said, I'm gonna start the Juju 40 Club, making merch. Like I said before, the hats. I'm really excited on how the hats are gonna look this year. I think they're gonna be pretty sweet. So,
fantastic.
Sweet.
I think giveaways are pretty sick.
Yeah.
Giveaways are pretty sick. I've been able to give away one thing, and that's really it. And it's right behind Chris.
There it is, y'all. I love it too, man. It's
that's
awesome.
pretty sick, actually. I have a couple beat up Micro Life ones that I want to give away.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
Yep, it would be sick.
Well, transitioning off that one, I also have 2 spots in my suit.
There we go. See,
there we go. Talk about it, Eli. Yeah. So listen, seriously, what is the like? If somebody hit Eli or Juju up and say, "Hey, I want a spot on your helmet or your leathers," what's the minimum cost for somebody to actually donate to get their stuff on your guys's?
Honestly, I don't have a minimum price. It's just anything at this point. That's
how I pretty much rolled for a while, and then now it's just like I have like a set price just so it's easy. So it's like, and I don't want to play a game, like because like if I say this price to someone, I say like $1,000 to someone, and then I say $2,000 to someone I don't know, and then someone hears these 2 different numbers, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, like I don't know what the number is." So that's why I've like over the last year I kind of like made a set number, which is probably just like it's asking a lot, but it helps support my season. And like I have 1 spot on my arm and then 1 spot on my back, which is pretty cool. Like I have like I want to say I think it's like 4 or 5 for my back and then 2 for my arm. And but the back is like, dude, when Motoamerica films, they're only like your big spot that you see other than when you're doing a podium interview is on your back. Like that's almost as important, if not more important, as your front.
I mean, for me, I think it kind of depends on the spot you want or like the size that you want. I mean, like I said, a bunch of the streaming services and stuff, obviously, the goal is always to be on the podium, but if you're not on the podium and they get you riding, it's gonna be either, the helmet or the back because your chest is always over the tank. I think if it was to go on the chest, it'd probably be a little bit less. You can't see it as much unless you're on the podium, and then back and the helmet you can always see whether you're on the podium or whether you're riding. I think the helmet's the most visible. And some things I've seen recently is the like the visor stickers, like kind of the visors up here and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you guys ever have is the bike pretty much team sponsors only, or can you guys put personal sponsors on the bike too?
No, I think yeah, you can have a couple personal sponsors on my bike anyways. I don't know if it's different for Eli.
For me, actually, this year it's kind of really cool. Colin brought up this idea. So we have our mate. So because I have a teammate this year, me and Matthew Chapin, we're gonna be matching completely. Like it's actually really sick. When you show up, it's gonna be our bikes are exactly the same, our suits are exactly the same, but obviously we're gonna have small different little sponsors. Like our suits are a little different. But our main graphic or our main wrap on our bike have the same main sponsors down. But after that, we have our guys print out a whole separate sponsor list that we can put on different spots of the bike. Because, I never really thought of this. I've always been that guy that you're my sponsor. I'm throwing you on the bike no matter what. You're part of the wrap. But then, like Colin brought up a point. He's like, dude, people pull out halfway through the year all the time. And it's like, yeah, that's true. So he's like, want to have a sticker where you can just pull it off instead of having to cut out stuff on your graphics and make it not look nice. I was like, dude, that's freaking smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're allowed as many personal ones as it fits.
Okay, cool. Because I've been sponsoring Parrish for his entire Motoamerica thing, and it's always been he gave us the spot right up there by the where the windscreen meets the bodywork. So.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, that's a nice spot. Actually, that's a really nice
spot.
Hey, I got on Suzuki's website. I got in Cycle News. I got everything, man. It was awesome. 2018 was a great year for me and my buddy, my other buddy Chris.
I think Chris is a little focused on trying to get this 99 kid on here.
There you go.
No, I'm actually talking to your dad.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm actually talking to your pops right now. Which, dude, I can't wait to have Michael back on.
It's soon, right? February.
Yeah. Yep.
Shit, get Mike back on right now.
Yeah, where's he at?
I mean, dude, he can jump in if he wants to, for sure. Anybody can. That's one thing
that I love,
on here
man. Too.
Yeah, man. I
don't know. I don't even know where Grayson's
the whole Correa family on.
Dude, I need to get your brother on. Great, I do, man. I need to get him on the podcast.
Dude, that would be a hectic podcast.
Dude, Grayson. So I met Grayson what was it? Probably in 2020, and so whatever. I meet him at the 3-day camp. We hang out for a bit, and then I stayed down there for a few weeks with Gus, and then we show up at Homestead. And we're in the garage.
Oh my god!
And Mike and Kevin are working on my bike, and out of nowhere, Grayson just decides to pull a backflip, and we all look at each other and we're like,
"Yeah."
On that, Mike's freaking out. He's like, "Dude, Grayson's never done that ever."
Dude, Grayson's wild. Dude, Grayson will do anything. He's never done it again, though. Me and Gus almost got him to do it again, but he never did it.
So that was the only time when it was just you. That was funny. That's great.
That's good times.
That's good.
He's got to show off sometimes. So
yeah, your dad actually sent me this your sponsorship program that he has set in place for you. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually 5 packages available to support Juju, and you can do it. They have an entry level, which is a supporter and an enthusiast. And it's $100. They have a tire warmer sponsorship where you get a social media mention, if desired, name or logo on the tail for one race, and that's $500. You can get a GP shift sponsor, one dedicated social media post and name or logo on tail for 2 races, and that's $1,000. And then he has a paddock sponsor, which is GP level plus logo on leather, swag, and permanent spot on race bike, right? Which is proper mega. That's $2,500, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, I knew it had some spots.
Yeah, and then Road to MotoGP sponsor, which is the best one. It is a paddock level plus logo on helmet and podium announcements, and that's $5,000, and that's not bad, man.
No.
Not for a whole charge to get on my back. Jesus Christ. That's light work. That's for being over in Europe. That's light work. Holy shit.
Dude, I must say he got pretty creative with those names. I didn't think.
I was about to say the GP shift one. The GP shift one goes hard.
Crazy.
Dude, it's all dude. Listen, dude. I always praise SFL Mini and Michael and Juju, all of them all the time. I mean, you guys see his hat and I wear it. That's why I need a new one. It's all sweat stained and they'll wash it like 3 or 4 times.
You know what I came up with this year just for like my HAC hats, because I love to wear these hats, is I put the 40 on the side.
There we go.
Nope, that's dope. I like that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I didn't have to always wear the 40 hat, and I can kind of switch back and forth.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Victoria Manley, what is going on? She said, I rode with your brother just last year, and he humbled me.
Grayson. Dude, Grayson's a little ripper, dude. He scares me. A lot of people always say, oh, he's going to be faster than me. But it's probably true. I don't like to say it, but the kid's quick. The thing is he's kind of going through that stage now where he has to kind of pick between sports. So he's like extremely good at basketball, but he's just as good, if not better, at racing. So he's kind of in that median where he can't really choose right now. He's given the same amount of effort to both.
He will.
And you can, to be honest, there's a possibility of doing both, but it's like you'll burn yourself out real quick.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Especially if you want, because you guys, your winners really aren't winners down there. So you can ride all year round. Where it's like up here, like if we want to do both, we can, during the winter when basketball happens, like, dude, we can't ride unless we want to go shovel and get a torch out and blow off the ice off the track. And it's not, it don't really work out that well. But yeah, I think he'll make a right decision sometime soon, racing. So.
Yeah, he said, Pat Sheridan, what is going on? He says paychecks are bigger in hoops, right? Listen, paychecks are just as big in soccer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I tell my son, dude.
No, you know what paychecks are getting big now is baseball. Baseball
sucks. I can't stand baseball.
The problem with baseball paychecks is they're payable over 10 years. So, okay, you want
$700 million, but you have to wait 10 years.
Yeah, I'm stuck making that over the space of 10 years, and especially with Ohtani being in LA, half of that just got taken from the Fed and California. So it's like, hang on. Like, that was a $275 million payday for the state of California right off the rip. So it's like, nah. He's gonna make $350 over that space of 10 years. So he's living in the wrong spot to make that kind of money.
Yeah, California taxes are pretty insane.
I mean, that's why I'm saying I'm chasing the golf dream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I'm out here grinding at least like during the summer 5 days a week on the course.
The only time I'm good at golf is if it's on Xbox. Like I'm really good at driving the cart and mixing drinks. That's all I'm good at when I'm on a golf.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad right there. I'm not. There's no problem. There's no problem with that.
But no, the paychecks in soccer, I don't know how big the MLS budgets are getting now, but they weren't big for a while.
I don't know how big MLS is, but I know like when you go over Europe, that's just fuck you money.
I just met a guy, his son went over to West Ham for a month trying to make the academy, and he didn't make it, so he came back and took a full ride scholarship to D1 college playing soccer. I'm like, it's probably a better idea to do that. And then come play. See if you can make the MLS. Make the MLS. If not, you've got somebody else paying for your school. That way, you're not $250,000 in debt leaving. So, whatever.
You know what's crazy though? For the Olympics.
Eli's talking. He wasn't even there.
Yeah, I was like, wait, who's talking? I thought Chris was talking. I was like, wait a minute. Chris's voice changed real quick.
The Olympics.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You don't make money going to the Olympics. You got to pay to go to the Olympics.
In the U.S., you don't make anything. Everywhere else, they're all state employees.
Yeah.
So, because the U.S. has this weird fascination with amateurism, like, I don't get it. But, like, yeah, like, you get a gold medal, you make, like, $3,500 or $5,000 or something like that. It's not. Like, the only way you make money is if you're doing it doing the sport on a professional level and you make money off your sponsors while you're doing that. But you get people like doing bobsled You're working full time at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And then you're
friend,
doing bobsled,
Yeah, one of my friends qualified for the Olympics, and he had the choice.
Yeah.
You want to go to the Olympics, and his dad, who's also a former ski Olympian, is like, dude, it's not worth it. It's literally not worth it. It's like, dude, you're gonna spend so much. Like, first of all, congrats, you made the top 20 in the country, but now we have to drop however much, $50,000 for you just to go over there and try making the final 3 cut.
Yeah.
So we're gonna spend this money for you to maybe make and have a small chance of making, say, $3,500.
What sport was it?
Skiing. He was an
alpine
skier.
Forget it.
Skiing.
Forget it.
So, and his dad was an actual Olympian. He went to the Olympics, and then he just kept going. And then actually Honda reached out and was like, hey, we're going to do a program where we take Olympians and turn them into motorcycle racers. And they grabbed him. He signed up for it and became a pro road racer. And now he owns our local race series.
That's phenomenal.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
That's really sick, though.
Going from skiing to racing motorcycles can't be easy, though.
No, it takes, the balance part, the speed part, that's pretty close. I guess if you're as one of the speed skiers, you have to hit apexes, I guess, quote unquote, because your gates are your apexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that it's the same thing with me in go-karting. It's completely different, but I had that base. You can take the base from different sports and then use them.
Yeah.
But then you have to learn how to ride.
Yeah. There's that.
That's a small part.
Yeah. It's a very small part of the whole equation there.
Yeah.
But
that's skiing, I that's one of the only times I knocked myself out.
Oh God!
With skiing in Colorado, man, I was like, I got the balls finally. I was like, man, I'm going down this double black. I'm hitting it right. Like I worked my way up. I'm doing it. Man, I get to balling. I'm balling down this hill, right? Obviously, I'm going way too fast than I expected, and I was trying to slow down, right? And yeah, needless to say, I face planted, and then I just remember waking up, and there's a crowd around me going, "Hey, man, are you okay? You face planted like a Jesus Christ, right?" So I wake up and I'm like, "Where am I?" They're like, yeah, you just face planted like way up the hill and slid all the way down this bad boy." Yeah, it was a good nap, and I had a headache after a while.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I actually went and got me a cold beer.
I'm gonna need a few more.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm a big snowboarder. I can't do skiing.
So listen,
where do you snowboard?
All right, hold on. Jesus.
Where do you snowboard?
Jesus. Here in Florida, no, but there's
at
other
the beach,
states.
man.
There's states, dude. I used to live in Jersey. You act like you didn't know where I used to live. Every time I go up to Jersey, I have to make it out to go snowboarding.
Yeah, no, I live right next to a ski resort, and I don't ski or snowboard. I used to be a big sledder.
Yeah. But the next time, I got into snowboard after that, and so I was like, you know what, I can't let this thing beat me, right? So I did it on the snowboard, but I bitched out going down, standing in it. So I sat in between my bottoms and hold on to that motherfucker for dear life going down that thing. And man, it was a wild ride. I tell you that right now. So yeah, but snowboarding is a lot of fun. I had a buddy of mine. This was when I lived in Colorado, and he could do all those crazy flips and all this shit, dude. He was just, wide open, nuts.
I'm too old for that shit now. I don't heal that quick anymore. No, I've already blown my knee out twice. I'm not doing that shit again. I don't like it. Sucks.
Third time's a charm, though, right?
No, there's not going to be a third time.
Charm.
I'm out. No, I'm like, my right knee is real expensive. No, I don't want to break it again. I'm out.
No, I love the snow.
Yeah.
Having any snow up down here.
No. You want to trade?
You can have some of the snow that we got. You can have it all.
I love the snow, dude. You guys can
we can trade.
We'll just swap.
Fuck all that. I want no part. Like, I got 7 inches of snow last week. You can have it. It shut the city down. I am out. No.
I'm going down to Florida this week to get out of it.
Are you
Yeah,
really, Eli?
good idea.
Dude, you're coming back already?
Yeah.
That was quick.
What you
Well,
doing?
I'm going to Jennings.
Okay.
Oh, the endurance race this
Oh,
weekend.
I'll see you there then.
You're going?
Damn it! I got offered a ride to go down there. I just can't make it work. Shit.
Are you doing the endurance race?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll be there.
What are you racing?
Guess what? I'm racing with the guy who's not here.
Oh, so y'all
Wait,
are
you
doing
guys have
the
a team?
Yeah.
Oh God.
How many people are on the team?
It's me, Avery, and Ella.
Nice.
I'm gonna message you and be like, "Hey, when you pass these two guys, I need you to smack them on the ass every time you pass them."
Are they on twins?
They're on. No, they're on four. What are you running?
Yeah, we're on 400s. We're on
Oh, yeah, they're on
400s.
400s.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I'm actually quite excited. I get to ride Avery's championship winning 400. That'll be interesting.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'll message you or I'll message Chris to let you know. Like, hey, these guys are going down. I need you to mess with them every time you see them on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Does taking out count?
Yeah, don't do that. They're old and they're like me. They're old and they don't heal that quick. Don't do that.
Sorry, I get a little aggressive at times.
You get aggressive with them, that's fine, but don't hurt them.
Eli's like road rash.
Hey, look.
Bike
I mean,
can
if you
snap in half.
If you don't do that.
Oh,
either.
it's a 400. The thing snaps in half if I just sit on it. It's a piece. The 400s are the worst bikes we could ever race, but we love them.
Yeah.
Well, till you have to
been
replace the entire front end on an SV. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, was it Batty's bike in Jersey, man, when he wrecked it? Was it the last
Probably
race?
Isaac bike.
Which one? Between Levy and Isaac, we had probably
Isaac.
like 9 crashes.
Okay, it might have been Isaac's bike that was just done. Like I was
God
like,
bless.
yeah. A lot of people did crash.
I love making fun of Isaac for it. He crashed 4 times at Jersey.
Yeah.
And
Isaac's
two of them were in front of me.
Were they really?
I tell him this. I'm like, dude, we're on a warm-up lap.
Oh, yeah, he crashed on the warm-up lap of the race.
Yeah, he did. No, it was actually before the warm-up lap. I think it was like the sighting lap.
Oh, yeah, high side on the sighting lap.
Hang on. No, I've got one. The funniest one I've ever seen. I was corner working at Barber, and this is a while ago. This is when the super sport grids were like 45 deep, right? Huge grids. Yeah, 45 motorcycles at Barber is terrifying. So AMA. So literally, you've got that corner stand right there on the left going into Museum Corner, right? So there's a couple of people that are working there, and there's a girl that's there that apparently she was very attractive. Like, woo, anyway. So we're
Was
going.
she blonde?
I don't know. No, it's not who you're thinking. It's somebody else. She hasn't been back because of this.
No, I don't care if I know who she is. I just want to know if she's blonde. That's all I'm asking.
No, she was not.
Damn.
So anyway, so he sees her, and this is exactly how it goes. And he's staring at her, goes straight off the track into the gravel, and he dumps the bike, buries the thing. It takes 3 corner workers to get it out of the gravel trap, and he broke the clip on. Crashed the bike, staring at the girl in the corner worker stand, and didn't even get to race.
She must have had a badonk.
Oh my God, I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, dude, she must have had a badonky donk.
Oh,
He was like, "Whoa, what is that?"
I will say this: she was properly.
Yeah, you won't believe who I'm about to get on the podcast.
Grayson!
What is up, Grayson?
Hi guys.
What
How you doing,
up, bud?
man? Good. So
his T-shirt matches our name tags on the.
It does
speed.
perfectly. Yeah. So you're gonna grow up
Picture
and be
talk.
faster than your brother, right?
Yes, correct.
There
Yeah,
we
I
go.
like it.
No, not if he talks as he does right now. Grayson doesn't know how to talk.
Did we fix that talk yet?
You got
No?
time, bud.
No. Eli says you got to fix your talk. Eli.
I asked if he fixed it, so.
Yeah.
Did you fix it?
No.
Kind
No,
of.
not at all.
Hey, we worked on it. You tried.
Pat Sheridan said
It's hard
black
when you don't
flag,
have a
bam,
back
bam.
fender either. That works.
Oh, all right. We got to tell that story now that Grayson's here. So, my dad runs SFO. We all know that. And, me and Gray are the organization's children, I guess you can say. And Grayson was going out for a Spec 110 race. Or was it Spec 110 or Mini GP Pro? It was one of those.
It was Spec.
Yeah, Spec 110. And he went out for the race. And the start at Bushnell, it's a really tight chicane. And were you starting from the front row?
Oh, no.
Oh, so Grayson was...
No, I was starting from the front row. And then
Yeah, all right. So Grayson was starting from the front. And there was like I don't know if there was a crash or if he got like shoved out of the way, but he went off on the side of the track and he cut the track to get back up the bridge. And so the chicane, if you go off on the right of the chicane, you miss a whole corner and a half. So you cut the track, and obviously you have to re-enter where you left. You have the track. And he didn't. He just fully cut the track, went up because he was pissed off. And then he got black flagged by my dad. And that was like this whole big thing because my dad black flagged this kid and stuff like that.
I was super mad.
Hey, my mom did it to me at a track day, bud. Look, I still mad at her for that. Because it was the night sessions at National Super Speedway, so they turn all the lights on for the NASCAR races and stuff. So we do a track day from like 4 o'clock in the afternoon to midnight. So we run it at night. We got the lights on and everything. My mom black flagged me because my tail lights were showing. Yeah, I still yell at her for that. This was 15 years ago.
I've never seen Grayson so mad in my life because my dad had to stop him. He had to fully stop him, wait for everybody to go by.
Yeah, I was all the way in the back.
And then he had to go.
I couldn't imagine. I bet you were, Matt Grayson. I bet you was. That's awesome. We actually have a question, man, from my man Jack Roach. What is going on, Jack? He says, any of you guys going to be at Daytona?
Unfortunately, I don't think I will. No.
I will be.
Eli's there to win too.
I'm not because I'm going to be in Southern California. I think that during that time period. So
yeah, thank you. I'm trying to make Daytona, to be honest with you. I really want to go. I've never been. I keep getting all these invites. I just need to try to fund it, right? I mean, I'm already going to Texas, Jersey, and Atlanta. But yeah, I'm really trying to make Daytona. I really want to go down there and hang out with everybody. More importantly, I'd love to go down and after Daytona is really what I want to do. And hang out with Jillian and Michael and all those guys and ride with the SFL Mini and just have a fun weekend out of it, you know?
If you do that, we'll be down there for the whole week after that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I get to hang out with my boy Eli again. Yeah,
we'll be there at the kart tracks. I'll have a supermoto this time. Thank God. Because I was there on my Ninja 400 for the last month, so not ideal.
Yeah, supermoto would definitely be the way to go. And then Chris Lewis, what's going on, buddy? He says, hey, Chris, Block, Jillian, and Daniel, how's it going? It's great, man. Absolutely.
All good.
How we doing?
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be at the 200. I have a team test with Microlice in Spain.
Oh, that sucks. I wish. Man.
I can't wait till I turn 16 though. I get to do it next year. 2025, I get to do 200.
Really?
Oh yeah, you have to be 16.
Oh yeah, that's right. You'll be 16 then. Yeah, you'll be eligible. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll let you know how it is this year.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
What are you riding?
I really want to go, man.
I'm riding Triumph.
675, baby.
Heck yeah. That'd be fun. Have you ridden one before?
Yeah, no, I tested it a few weeks ago at Roebling.
Okay, yeah. They're fun. I really
can't wait.
like
I'm riding it. I'm testing it on Friday this week as well. So
nice.
If we get good weather.
Jennings? Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm down in Jennings, I fly in Thursday night and then I test on Friday and then we race Saturday, Sunday in the rain.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna rain. That's why I was like, it's still.
Oh shoot, it's gonna rain.
Oh, it's supposed to rain all 3 days, Julian.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Yeah. Dude, so Jillian,
I might not want to ride. I don't want to mess up.
Oh, come on, man. Get out of here.
No, it's not my bike.
Well, throw some rain tires on it.
crashed
Oh,
in the
wow,
rain
it
Just don't
is.
wad it
2
up.
months ago.
Oh wait, Sunday's gonna be dry. Sunday's gonna be dry and Saturday's gonna be dry. It's gonna be pissing it down on Friday though.
Yeah, well,
The
hopefully
bike crashed in
Julian,
the rain.
what
like
is
2
your
months
aim
ago
for your
anyway.
career? Where would you like to get to? Every racer's dream, MotoGP, of course. I'm on the right path right now, so I have I'm on a GP chassis, and there's no other place you'd rather be right now. No, racing the NSFs, and I'm gonna be, if everything goes right, I get to be on an NSF chassis for another 3 to 4 years. So, I'm on the right bike, on the right chassis, in the right path. So, MotoGP is obviously the goal. First you have to get through all the European stages, which obviously isn't going to be easy. But honestly, I think I'm more excited to race in Moto3 than I am to race in MotoGP at this point.
I was about to say, you're like, what, 17 or 16 is the limit for Moto3?
No, 8. You have to be 18.
18. Yeah, they
18,
changed it.
really?
Yeah, they changed it, Eli. Yeah.
Well, they kept
shit.
they kept losing people. Like
Yeah.
they lost like 3
Well,
or
yeah,
4
no,
guys
they
within
had a
like
whole bunch of that.
month
Yeah.
with Moto3
Yeah,
and the
so-
World Super Sport 300. So
Yeah.
Now
they had
it's
to take
Well, I remember that now because they're talking about having us wear Junior Cup, having to wear air vests next year.
Yep,
I
that's
don't know if that
mandatory.
went.
now it's
That came through.
mandatory for
Yeah.
anything with FIM. Now it's mandatory. I have to wear an air vest.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I've never worn an air vest. I've always been against it.
No, I always wear it. I have an airbag in all my suits.
Well, I have the deal is, the guy that's having me race for the 200, the only deal is that he made with me is that, like, at Roebling, I showed up. He's like, "You don't have an air vest?" I was like, "Never ran one." He's like, "The deal is if you're on a race 200, you gotta have an air vest." So I went. My suit guy, Anthem Leathers, made me full air vest that's going to be coming in soon, and I guess I'll be having one. I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. So I have another one coming in for what is called for the regular Junior Cup season that we're doing.
So the air vest, is that something, Jillian, and obviously Eli, you haven't got yours yet, but you have a charging station. It's portable, obviously, and you take it to the trackers. It's something that Jillian's got to give to Jay at DRC, and then they take care of it and send it back, or
No, mine is like physically in the suit. So I have a plug in the hump. I have to unzip the top of the hump, flip the flap over, and plug it in, and then it charges. And then it has a canister. And whenever you
The CO2s.
the CO2 canister, and whenever I crash, you just you pull the canister out, you put the other canister back in, and you can go back to it. It's not like something like Alpine Star where you have to send it out to Italy or something.
So stupid.
ain't it retarded?
It's so bad.
It is, dude. It really is.
wasn't it Bobby Fong? His suit went off early at a baggers race or something this year.
His suit went off during a race.
Yeah, it was like right before it started or something. And he's sitting there trying to mess with it. Yeah,
Yep,
okay.
there it is.
This is the slot for the ECU or whatever. And then
Wait, what brand is that one?
this is a Furigan one.
Oh, okay. Wait, you wear
European.
No, I don't wear this one. This one's too big.
that? Oh, so that one goes, do you wear it?
That one's like a vest. The one that Jay makes now is Helite, and
Yeah, that's what we have as well. We have the Helite, which is in your suit.
yeah, it's in your suit. It's physically in your suit.
And then they have to add on your sides. They add a little bit of more stretch, so it doesn't change anything about your suit. It just adds a little more stretch material, so if it does go off, it doesn't
You
suffocate
can still ride. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can still ride if need be. That makes sense.
How's the breathability when you're wearing that? Because the complaint I had heard, I haven't worn one, that I heard that if your suit can be perforated, but you get moving, there's no breathing at all. So it could be an old suit. That could have been an old air vest he was talking about too. So
I wouldn't know.
No, the breathing in it's pretty good. I mean, all my basically the whole suit of mine is perforated anyway, so the breathability is pretty good. But it's not like, I wouldn't say it kind of blocks any airflow or anything.
okay.
It kind of, honestly, you don't even, like, once you have it fully zipped in and you're on the bike, you don't even feel like you have it on anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like when you get a new suit and you think it's going to be so stiff on the bike, and you get on the bike, you start riding, you just fully forget about it. Like it feels normal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, I've never had the opportunity to wear one, so it's just I'm always gonna ask.
Yeah, I love the air vest just because Avery blew out 2 canisters last time at the last SC.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I've only had like one crash in my whole entire time racing where I've like been like, wow, I could really need an air vest. I was that loud and I was on my motard and coming out turn 1, I just got launched to the moon. We measured it because we were bored because we went from the tire mark to where we landed because there was a black mark where I landed from something. I think my boot hit the ground. We measured it. It was 27 feet, and I was in the air about that. I was up eye level with the stand. So, and I remember clear as day in my helmet. I was like, I remember looking down the ground like an air vest right now.
Yeah, right. I'd really like going right now, please.
Yeah,
we actually have another question for Juju, man, from Chris. He says, how was the track day at Homestead? Did you like the 600?
Actually, Homestead this weekend was actually like perfect. Like it was a really good weekend. Thank you very much. But no, the track day this weekend was really good. Big shout out to Cameron Jones and his father. They came out for the weekend to help me kind of get it all set up on the CBR. They know Hondas, like the back of their hand. So big thanks to them for coming out. But it was just a couple of things that I noticed from the CCS or the Azure race from December that I wanted to work on a little bit more at this track day. And it was just a couple of things like internally in the bike that I wanted to fix. And me and Cameron were able to work together and get it all fixed. So it was a really good weekend. I dropped 1.8 seconds off from the last time I was there.
So and 27s?
Dude, so I was 2 thousandths away from a 27. So a 28 flat, and it's a stalker, dude. I have no quick shifter, I have no slipper clutch. It's just and the only thing I have on it's a pipe. So
I mean, at least at Homestead, you don't really need it that much. Like you don't really need
stop and go.
Well, the slipper would be really nice. Yeah, the slipper would be nice, but the quick shifter you don't really need too much.
No, the slipper is a big one around Homestead.
Slipper's a big one there because you're grabbing like 2-3 downshifts in most corners.
Yeah.
How'd Rocco look on that bagger?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's crazy. It's like when you're in a small car and a big semi just blows by you. Oh my God, I got sucked to Rocco's bike. Like Rocco passed me. Me and him were kind of just messing around during the track day and stuff. One session we just went out and we were just battling and stuff. But he blew by me down the straightaway, and it was like I got sucked to his bike. I was like almost fully leant over to the right, off the wall to try and get him to get away from my bike. It was, and they sound like you can hear them over your own bike while you're riding your bike.
Yeah,
the same thing happened to me. He was actually, I knew way before this whole entire deal came out because they were down at Roebling testing in like early December, or actually it might have been late November. But yeah, they blew by me. Gillum blew by me on the straightaway, and my whole entire bike just went straight into him. I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then you try and drag back up to them, but they're just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like their bikes are so fast.
They're fast. This bag, people don't understand them baggers.
But the lean angle Rocco is getting was insane.
There's pictures of Kyle Wyman dragging his elbow on his road glide.
Yeah, Jersey, I think, is where
it was Jersey. It was turn 5.
Yeah, I think it's turn
5 or something. Yeah, but like Rocco was getting so low, like unbelievably low. I didn't
Go ahead.
it.
Sorry.
No, it was just it was for me. It was I rode with Hog Spoley last year when he was on the bag with Vance and Hines. They always go down to the N2 events. So I kind of knew, but I wasn't really fast enough to kind of compete with the baggers. This year, I went 3 seconds faster than I did last year on the 600. So it was kind of I was able to keep up with them a little bit, and this time it was a totally different experience. Like it was insane, and the way they back in the baggers, like it's a normal bike, is insane.
They brought that team to Bowling Green up at NCM in October for Hayden to come play, and then they had an English journalist coming over because apparently they're doing baggers and BSB next year.
Yeah, they are.
So it was Hayden, that journalist, and JD. So JD's on lack of stature individual on that big thing, and watching him back that thing into turn one at Bowling Green I was like, this kid's he looks like an Ewok on a speeder bike. Like, what are we doing? Like, just flying. It took him about a session and a half to figure it out. Once he figured it out, I was like, everybody get out of the way. Like, this is about to get ugly. So
speaking of hog spoiling, me and him were playing golf like right before I left.
Yeah,
he's a good. That was the first time I met him, and actually he was commentating for the Winter Throwdown when I was racing it. And it was funny, like. He didn't even talk about my racing. He talked more about me and him playing golf the whole entire live stream than me actually being out there racing.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. He's up from where we are.
Yeah, Avery just texted me.
Oh my god!
Of course he did.
He said, "Bro," he says, "Hey man, is it too late to join in? I'm really sorry. I've been at the gym." I said, "Yeah, bro, you can for sure, but we're gonna have to reschedule your pod." For sure, right? So listen, we have a question from Chris Lewis, and this is for everybody. Grayson, I want you to be the first one to answer this. Okay, it says, Grayson, who do you see being the MotoGP champion in 2024?
My favorite guy is Fabio Quartararo, but I think Marc Marquez got it
On the Ducati.
Everyone say "I" if you were going to say the same thing.
Man, listen, I think Mark's got a really good chance. I think the pressure of not being a full factory rider and just jumping on a proven bike that's a winning bike, right? And I honestly don't think that you hear the rumors about maybe he'll go back to Honda. I really don't think he'll ever go back to Honda. But I think that Bagnaia for sure is not going to win the champion this year. I think that Jorge Martin's coming with one hell of a vengeance, right? And I think he'll probably be the first rider to announce jumping ship from Ducati this year would be Jorge Martin for sure. As far as the champ,
the only thing I'm scared of is that like kind of shady stuff they were doing at Qatar and stuff with Jorge Martin's bike.
Dude, yeah.
Julian, I'm kind of nervous about that because if like Pecco's in the running with like 3 rounds to go and Mark is leading, they can do that stuff. Like they have so much data and they can like if Mark's fast in like the sprint race, they can just put all the data in the Pecco's bike and then Pecco's gonna go win the main race because that's just what they can do. But I hope that they don't make it too unfair.
Yeah, we'll see.
How about you, Daniel? What are you thinking, Daniel?
I want to see how the Sepang test goes before I make an actual judgment because, the day after Valencia, the Tuesday or whenever it was, well, probably the Tuesday because everybody's hungover. They need a day to recover. But, Mark looked real happy on that Ducati. Yeah, because he's got a front end he can push now. And he's not worried about the bike folding in half under him. Here's the thing, though. I see Mark doing very well. I see him being very fast, but he still has to fight Jorge Martin. He has to fight Martin. He's got to fight Pecco. He's got to fight Bastianini because everybody has forgotten about that because he's hopefully going to be healthy this year because he got wadded up bad and how long was he gone? 6 races, 7 races?
Like 8 rounds.
Yeah. So Bastianini's going to be mad. Then you've got one more year of Aleix and Maverick. Captain Saturday is always Captain Saturday, but Aleix is, if he's at the right time, Aleix is going to be a problem too. I don't want to call it yet, but it's going to be. I'm going to looking at it the way it went last year in the testing and everything. It's going to be Jorge Martin. It's going to be between Jorge Martin and Pecco and probably Bastianini. It's gonna be the factory Ducati guys and then Jorge again. And I guarantee, he's jumping ship to KTM or probably Aprilia by the 5th round.
Yeah, don't forget, Baby Jeebus is what I call Pedro Acosta, Michael. Listen, I think I always said Pedro is going to be absolute freaking
he's my favorite.
weapon,
He's
dude.
my
Yeah,
favorite.
he's absolutely my favorite
I
rider.
met him in person, and it's
Me
like you
too.
totally forget he's a MotoGP rider. Like
Dude.
he's so down to earth.
Yeah, dude. I met him in Texas last year, and I said, "Baby Jeebus." He turned around. He says, "I don't understand this, Baby Jeebus." I started laughing, dude. It was hilarious, man. And Morbidelli, Joe, yes, Franco. Listen, there's a lot going on in 2024, but Eli, who do you think's gonna?
Y'all are sleeping.
I'm not sleeping
on my boy Bender.
But
Yeah,
listen,
I knew.
I'm a huge Bender
Sleeping
fan.
on my boy.
Yes,
Bender.
no, I think Bender, dude. I do. I think Bender will be in running for the champion this year for sure.
Bender's going to win. Bender's going to win at least one this year. I'll give him that. I just don't think KTM's got the backbone
Stop
yet.
Sleeping.
Well, KTM just doesn't have the
I have to
infrastructure
watch
yet.
this Sepang test. I think I agree with Daniel on the Sepang
This is
test.
my last thing.
Just,
I
I wasn't really.
got to answer this door, but I wanted to say, y'all were sleeping, and y'all were going to wake up one day and see that Brad Binder's the world champion in 2024. All right.
I'll give you 25 or 26. Not gonna be
I'll give it 24 real quick, because all this Ducati nonsense is going to be going on, and they're going to all be having this bullshit going on in the background. But KTM, dude, it's a monopoly. KTM's buying everything out. They bought out MV Augusta, Husqvarna. They have control of everything. They're going to keep on gaining more information, especially with Pedro on this bike now. And it's just going to keep on working. It's going to keep on working.
Well, and something I just remembered on the Ducati side, Giabotti's not there anymore.
No.
Paolo's not there. He's running the.
All right, see you, boy.
All right, later, Eli.
Like he's doing the off-road stuff. So you've got Davide and what's the other guy? The skinny dude, the bald-headed guy. They're the two running the team now. So without that third guy there,
Gigi Deligna.
Yeah. No, not the engineer. The other guy. The guy that's the head of like the whole company.
Oh,
the
freaking Don McKelly. Don McKelly.
Yeah. Like Chibati's not there anymore. Chibati seemed to have been the voice of reason. So how's this going to go? Like we're talking about riders and everything. That's all well and good, but hey, you've got some big people leaving that particular area. And Ducati might have a small hangover from winning everything last year. They won World Superbike and Constructors, MotoGP and Constructors. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. And you can't forget BSB.
Yeah, they won BSB. Yeah,
BSB.
Like, they won Super Sport here. So it's Ducati might have a the World Series hangover. Or the Super Bowl hangover, I don't see it happening, but it could.
Well, everybody knows I'm a huge Ducati fan, but I never agreed with them having 8 bikes on the grid to begin with, right?
People say that, but how many did Honda have back when the RC211V came out?
Yeah, a ton, right?
Yeah,
they did.
So it's Honda did the same stuff back 20 years ago, and nobody threw a fit about it then.
No, they did. And then my man Jack Roach again says, I can see Mark going to KTM in the future possibly. I mean, listen, Jack Miller, I'm a huge Jack Miller fan. Obviously, Brad Bender. Dude. And I think that if Jack don't step up his game, Pedro is definitely going to take his spot next year, 110%. There's no question about that.
Jack's really good at testing, though.
Dude, Jack's a great developer.
Yes. Going to turn into a test rider.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you've got two really good. I've heard that too, Joe.
Yeah,
they've got two of the best test riders you can have in Pedrosa and Paul. But the problem is, if you're fast enough to do well on a MotoGP bike, you're on the grid. So, you don't have Danny's really the only test rider that can sit there and compete and build the bike. So you've got Danny back there, you've got Jack, you've got Paul. Pedro, I agree with you. Once Pedro gets used to this thing, it's going to get ugly. He's going to be a problem. Yeah. But he's got to get used to that thing. He's coming off, what's a Moto2 pushing, 180, 170 horsepower to a 325 horsepower motorcycle? Yeah. It's a massive jump.
Yeah, I mean,
and no electronics, nowhere near the same amount of electronics.
No. It's nowhere near the electronics. It's crazy. It is. It is. But it is possible for VR to go to KTM in 2025.
Yeah. I know the initial thing was they were supposed to go to Yamaha, but then Yamaha is in the trash bin right now. So
straight garbage bin.
Well, Yamaha's problem is the Japanese manufacturers, the problem seems to be it takes forever for them to make a decision, and they are more focused on developing the engine and not figuring out the loopholes in the rules like Gigi did. That's why we have ride height devices. That's why the Aero came in so hard.
Yeah, I was looking at the bike transformation because Motorsport Spain posted something about like the bike transformation from, I think it was 2011 to 2024 for Ducati. Yeah. And they had Aero back in like 2016, 2017.
And everyone said they were morons.
Yeah, everyone said they were crazy. And then now you look at all their other bikes, and now everyone's copying the Stegosaurus in the back and like crazy stuff like that. Although the new 24 bike looks really narrow.
They look narrow and long.
And they are the only inline 4 engine on the grid too, Jack's right about that. Maybe
Yamaha's gonna die on that hill. They are going to die on that hill. If it's the Yamaha is great if there's nobody in front of it. If you can get in there and get away from everybody and go, you're leaving everybody. But the problem is they can't qualify. The same problem Suzuki had up till 2020. You couldn't. You started 11th. You got to fight through, and you've got people in the way. You're not going to be able to use the bike because the bike's nothing but corner speed.
Yeah, Suzuki was just lucky they had riders that knew how to get to the front.
Never going to argue that one bit. I will die on that hill that I'm a Suzuki fan forever, but I will never argue the fact that they had riders that knew what they were doing. Like that bike was.
To be fair though, my dad doesn't like either rider. He thinks that neither of them should be in MotoGP. I keep saying he's crazy.
Who? Alex Rins
and
Mir?
Yeah. I think they're top riders. If they get on a good bike, I mean, they are both on Japanese manufacturers now, but they got on like I think if Mir got on Aprilia,
oh God, it's over.
Done.
Rins is always going to be in the podium at Coda. That's just the way it goes.
Oh, he's going to win.
He's going to either win Coda or he's going to be toward the front.
Yeah.
Mir, that guy, if he gets in that flow, he's gone. You get in a fight with him, he does not care. He will fight. That's what I like about him. He just doesn't care.
Actually, that's going to be interesting.
Aaron Canet. Yeah, dude, Michael, listen, I'm a big fan of Aaron Canet.
So bad for Aaron Canet.
Yeah,
I do too.
Right, because of all of his tattoos.
Dude, what kind of bullshit is that?
That is absurd.
Yeah, let's just keep it real.
Okay, Julian, you've spent so much more time over there, and you understand that racing culture over there better than Chris and I are ever going to understand.
Yeah.
Like tattoos and stuff, here it's not that big a deal. I am assuming that
all of them are naked.
Yeah.
Naked, have no tattoos. That's true.
So it's like it's the same way in Japan. You can't have visible tattoos or you get messed with bad.
Yeah.
Like it's a social faux pas if you have tattoos. Like I can't go. See, I can't go to Japan and be okay.
You could if you wear long sleeves.
Yeah, I gotta wear long sleeves. That's just fine. But the faux pas that seems to be having tattoos at that level is, I mean, obviously we as Americans, we don't care, but over there with old money and the old guys still running everything, how old's Espeleta? How old is that guy?
Oh,
he's 2 years. He's 2 years younger than Dracula. What are we doing?
80-something years old, yeah.
The
question is Aaron Canet going to get a win this year?
I know, right? I was hoping I was going to hear the bow tie explanation, right?
Yeah.
Who's he riding for? Is it a Calyx frame?
Yeah, he's on the Fantic racing bike. He took shots in the Jetties, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the bike under him. If he doesn't get a win this year, it's his fault.
I think Furman Aldeguer is going to destroy everyone.
Dude, Aldeguer is a beast, dude. Let's just keep it real, right?
The only thing is, they're always so fast in Asia. But then they come here to Europe and although he did kind of prove me wrong, he was really fast in Valencia.
He was balling in Valencia.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like all the short, like quick, like stop and go tracks, like Sachsenring, not very quick. Sachsenring is pretty sweeping, to be fair. Probably like, I don't know, like Assen or something that kind of has those really tight corners.
I wish they hadn't screwed Assen up and taken that North Loop out.
I know.
God, that trip. Like, watching
that's a dream track for me. I want to go to Assen so bad. British Sound went to Assen the year before I went. And now they stopped going. BSB used to go, and now they stopped going.
They're going to Andalusia or something like this year or something like that.
Navarra.
Navarra, is that what it is?
Navarra,
okay.
Yeah.
But what's it called? MSVR bought Navarra now, so it makes sense, I guess. It's better than Silverstone National, I'll tell you that. Jack Roach will agree with me on that one. It's much better than Silverstone National.
The fact that the best one of the top 3 production-based national series don't use the number 1 facility in the country blows my mind. The fact that you don't use even like the old layout for Silverstone. Yeah. You just use the little Mickey Mouse, little Talladega version. Blows me away.
The four corner track that is less than a minute on a super-bike.
Yeah. Like you're getting dizzy. You're on 30 laps. You're dizzy by the end of the race.
Yeah. We did 24, 25 laps around there or something. It's
yuck. No. Use the whole big track.
Knock Hill in Scotland is the most useless track I've ever ridden. It's a super fun track if we were doing it on supermotos because it's a kart track.
Yeah.
And they're riding super bikes around there with no electronics.
It's nuts, ain't it? Yeah, it's nuts.
That's the one in Scotland where it drops down and you come up in the middle of a chicane and you
that one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That one. It's 54 seconds on one of my bikes. Imagine what it is on a super bike.
Right.
No.
It's like 40, 45, 46, something like that. Yeah. They ball, right?
We're not going here, actually, I don't think.
Dude, I wish you guys were going to Cadwell.
Oh, imagine a bagger on Cadwell.
I can't wait.
That's going to be robber.
Hit that mouse on that big thing. Let me know how it works out for you.
That's going to be insane. Jumping a 650-pound bagger up that mountain? No, thank you.
Well, no, what's crazier is they've dropped 350 pounds off those things. That's the crazy part.
That's true, yeah. Dude,
like,
you look at the bikes and they look like rocket ships in person.
Did you see the swing arm?
Yeah.
In person,
that's one piece of billet aluminum.
Yeah.
It's $35,000 a swing arm.
Yeah, those bikes are $100,000 plus, easy.
150 easy. Yeah. Like you can buy an Indian from Indian for $94,000.
Yeah, easy. Those bikes are stupid.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
They are
ridiculous.
My dad was totally into it too. There in Jersey, we were standing there. I was talking to Flinders, and
he was
right? Yeah. He actually got a first podium in Jersey, which is awesome, man. I loved it. Dad was like, I was standing there talking, and he was like, "Do you think he'll let me go in there and look at his bike?" I was like, "Max, you mind if my dad goes look at it?" He's like, "Oh, sure, go ahead." But as in there taking all these pictures and drilling all over his bike, I was like, "Dad, that bike's $100,000 plus." He's like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Yeah, bro. Yeah, they're no joke. It's
it's real money."
Yeah, they're a super bike with bags on the side now.
Right. No, it is, but they are. To me, and I've always said this, they're good for the sport. They're helping actually grow Motoamerica. And Rick's right. Rick Glover, what is up, my man?
Yes, they do.
They do, man. Well, that, and I think it's helping the motorcycle culture in general. Just hear me out real quick, because there for a while, you ride on the street and you're with a group of people on what the Harleys call, crotch rocket guys and all this sport bike guys, and some of them were friendly, some of them were not very friendly. It was like this love-hate relationship. But now I think it's bringing it to where everybody's nothing but love, how it should have been from the get-go, because they get to see, the crotch rockets in real life going around the track and talk to the actual racers, and they're like, shit, they're just like we are, right? They just ride a different style motorcycle. That's all. But I get where, people that ride sports bikes on the street, I'm included. I'm not excluded from this, that do dumb shit and that we shouldn't be doing and get a bad name for people, right? Like, this is what I always tell people. I will ride a wheelie for a dog if a dog would appreciate it. Like, oh, there's a dog. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, yeah.
I love those baggers. I love watching them, but when they drop oil, thank God Rocker or Hayden didn't do it this weekend. When they drop oil, it's an absurd amount of oil on the floor.
Yeah, I was talking. Go ahead, sorry.
Clean up. I think it was one of the Vance and Hines guys did it last year, N2, I think, and it took so long.
It's a disaster.
They used to. I mean, this is going way back. Chris will remember this. Julian, you weren't anywhere near to being around yet. They used to run a Sportster 883 series.
Yeah.
Like, this is where the Bostrums came from and all that mess.
Yep.
But the amount of cheating that went on on that grid is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Trey Beatty, guy that raced endurance for forever and blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, no, he was like, he would look at the race organizers and go, hey, can we put these guys on Monday and let them race Monday? That way we don't have to deal with the oil drop. Because it's like a grid of 30 Sportster 883s going around Laguna. And it's like, oh, great, I got to go through turn 1 at Laguna with oil drop down? No, thanks.
Shit, you should have heard about Indy, dude. When they had the 883 class at Indy, it was the first year of Indy in 08, man.
Oh, the XR1200s, yeah.
Bro, it was insane.
It happened at turn 1 at Homestead, too. Turn 1 on my 600, flat out in 6th gear. Just have it slide in, like once it kicks back, then you kind of just grab the brace and tip into 2. And there was just all the kitty litter or whatever they put on the floor, and I was like, no thank you.
Not today.
No thank you. That kitty litter works, but it doesn't fully take it all up. It then takes a rubber to go over it.
You got to work it in a little bit. That's why they've always got prunes and stuff.
Yeah, you really got to work it in. So Chris, man, dude, Chris is awesome.
Yeah.
He says you like racing in wet or dry or no preference at all, Jillian.
Depends on the circuit. Some circuits I like more in the wet, some more I like in the dry. But honestly, I've kind of grown to love both of them, because if you don't love both of them, you're going to be scared in the wet. Obviously you're going to race in the dry 80% of your career, but when it comes to the wet, it kind of brings the rider out of you and brings the rider out of everyone, And I've grown, like I said, to love riding in the rain. Just actually 2 weeks ago, I took the 600 up to Jennings. I got invited. One of the SFL Mini GP dads was holding a track day up in Jennings. And I got one good session in the morning on the 600, and then it kind of just started to spritz, and it was spritzing all day. And I just took out the 600 just for the experience on slicks. Just went out for the rest of the sessions throughout the day, just going and sliding the rear and, losing the front, stuff like that, just to get the experience. So I train in both on, wet and dry. I'm not one that kind of goes back in the house if it, goes wet. In England, you're going to have to ride in the wet at some point anyway, so it'd be useless for me to not know how to ride. So
during that same day too.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
during that same day. Yeah, for sure.
No, so definitely, I wouldn't say I have a preference. Obviously, you can do some cooler stuff in the dry than you can in the wet, but you can also do some crazier stuff in the wet than you can in the dry. But I don't have a favorite, I guess you could say. I enjoy both.
Yeah, and then he has another question with the rain. Is like, how do you cope with the spray on your face shield when racing?
Oh, you don't. You just hope that you don't T-bone anybody.
Right. You just wing it.
Yeah.
You use the force.
Yeah. Obviously we don't have the spray like the Formula One cars do. Those guys, I don't know how they cope with the spray at all. But for us, I kind of, that's kind of the most important part, is to be in the front. So you have no spray whatsoever, but you kind of just pray to God. We do have the rain lights, so it's kind of, that's how we cope with it, I guess you can say, is just with the rain lights. We have I do anyways, with HJCU, there's a special visor that kind of like takes the water like right off. There's like a little layer on the front, and it whips the water off. And so I don't really have a problem with the vision. Obviously, on the windscreen, you can't see much anyways. But you just kind of have to be really aware where the rain lights are and be aware of your surroundings because, you could have someone behind you that's doing the same thing you are and just hoping not to hit you. So you just got to really be aware.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to roll. I'm still at the data center. I got to get out of here before traffic gets even worse.
All right, buddy. Be good, dude. I'll holler at you tomorrow, Dan.
Yeah, holler at me tomorrow. See you, Jude.
See you later.
Yeah, so Jillian, dude, we need to get obviously do another podcast with you. We'll schedule one up and follow your whole racing this whole year. Yeah. So we'll do a beginning of the season.
I have
and all that.
I'm leaving for Spain in February. Actually, I'll be there for 4 weeks. Going to do a bit of a training camp out in Spain. And then like I said, the 200, I have the team test. So while I'm over there, I'll be doing the team test, and then have a track day somewhere. I'm not going to say where exactly yet, but I have a really exciting track day coming up with the DRC guys. So I'm pretty excited for that. That's also going to be in Spain. And once I do that, I'll be back home until April, enjoying, relaxing, continuing the training. But, we could definitely do something mid-season or something, or with after when we have the number one plate here at home.
That's, dude, I love it, Jude. Yeah, absolutely, we will. So yeah, we could do it. We'll do. I'll tell you what. We'll do a beginning of the season when you come back from Spain after your first test and all that, and your track day. We'll just do like a 30-minute whatever, and then mid-season, we'll get you back on, and then at the end of the season, and we'll get it there. But yeah, dude, we're gonna end this, man. We've been on this for an hour and 20 minutes, Jillian. It's always an honor. Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes.
You got it. I'm Avery Dreher for the day.
Okay, there you guys go. Yeah, this is Avery. Yeah, what an honor. 2023 Junior Cup Champion in the house. What's up?
Always a pleasure, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. But listen, Juju, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody always listening. Real quick, but before we end this, everybody go to the Clothing Kings. .co.uk. You can get all Pendergast merchandise. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to my man Peter and Jake Marsh over there in R&D Racing. You guys are awesome. And listen, I'm gonna hand the floor to Juju here for a second. He can tell all you guys where to follow him on social medias and all that. And I really need you guys to go to Club 40 when he does get it together, and join the club and be part of the team and help him out. It'd be much appreciated for sure.
Yeah, so on Instagram, it's JujuMonster21. Facebook, Julian Alessandro Correa. Same, likewise on Twitter. I do have a YouTube channel, just kind of have a bunch of onboard videos on there. But like I said in the start of the show, I have a couple designs coming out now. Before the season, I have some openings for sponsors. Chris kind of named them at the beginning, but we have the supporter enthusiast package, $100, and you get the you get the starter package. I think that one's one race. Then you have the tire warm package, which is $500. The GP shift package, which I really like that name. $1,000. The paddock pass the paddock package is $2,500, and the road to MotoGP is $5,000. So make sure you send me a DM. I'll send you a little bit more info on that stuff as well. But thank you guys for having me.
Dude, that's awesome. Proper. So listen, you guys. So when is Club 40 going to be available? I mean, is that going to be?
Yeah, I'm still working on it. But I'm still working on it. I'm going to get in the website as soon as possible. But like I said, I have some merchandise coming out. Got the hats, got some new designs coming. New design on the hats, got some new hoodies, and might as well do some t-shirts as well. So going to be putting that in the website soon, jujuracing.com, and make sure to check it out. Got the fundraiser program on there, and got all my blogs on there. I love doing the blog posts and stuff. It's a good way for me to open my mind up and kind of get stuff that's in my mind out, and kind of I like to share my experiences with you guys as well, because I know not many people are as lucky as me, and I'm super grateful for that. So I like to share that with you guys, and check it out, jujuracing.com. Yeah,
his blogs, listen, I'm telling you, I read them all the time when they come out. I'm super excited when they do. And Michael Carrera says, listen, Club 4 comes out on Friday. This is awesome. So, listen, big shout out again to SFL Mini GP. obviously you guys know I say it all the time, but I'll say it again. If anybody's always interested in learning how to ride, whether you're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old and ever wanted to drag your knee, dude, listen, SFL Mini GP. Yep, in Florida. Michael Carrera, if anybody has any issues, just get in contact with me. I'll get you direct contact. It's the best program we have here in America. I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about it, but I'm still going to talk about it because it is the best program. And everybody
started.
Yeah.
Avery's sister, my brother, everyone, Isaac. Most of the people that have been on the podcast, that's where we all started. Eli was on earlier, but he started out in the New Jersey, area. They have NJMP up there, or NJ Mini GP up there. So, even if you're not down here in Florida, there's still a couple things open up north as well. So, you have NJ Mini GP, DMV Mini GP, stuff like that. So.
Yep. Well, there you go, folks. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna let you guys go. What an honor again it is to have Jillian, the Lap Slayer, Avery, Dreher, Career on the podcast today. Oh, that's awesome.
You gotta get Avery on here,
dude. We will. And yeah, we're definitely gonna have to give Avery a hard time. Oh, and listen, dude, I got Ride 5, so and it is cross.
Yeah, I got a Series X for Christmas now, so I've been doing Ride 5 quite a bit lately, actually.
Good.
There's a couple new tracks on there that I would like to go to, so I'm kind of learning them here and there.
Nice. Well, I'll text you my gamer tag and we'll get on there and get it done. Yeah, I get my butt kicked, but it's cool, right? Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, Julia, listen, thank you so much, and thank you guys so much, and thanks for joining Pin to Gas, and we will see you next time. I appreciate you guys.
See you guys.